Hello everyone and welcome to another Geometry Dash video, and today I'll be counting down the most disappointing levels in Geometry Dash. These were levels that hyped up the community, but in one way or another didn't live up to their expectations when they were released. I had to redo all of the voiceovers in this video because I was talking way too fast and I didn't want people to hear it. Again, gameplay links will be in the description, so let's get started. Number 10, Hungry Humphrey. On the more lighthearted side, we were looking at Crazy's joke level, Hungry Humphrey. On September 2017, CrazyMan50 uploaded a teaser of a level he was working on, which is called HH. He didn't show any parts of the level, but he showed a bunch of overwhelming positive feedback from people in the GD community that played the level beforehand. But what we got was this. Yeah, CrazyMan made a super realistic looking face in Geometry Dash. While this was an absolute joke level and the gameplay was awful, we didn't know that Crazy was this good at making art. This level ended up getting a lot of fame and it currently stands at 263,000 downloads. Number 9, Master Game. Master Game was a level that Sirpunch spent 2 months developing, and it was a full video game within Geometry Dash. It had quests, a shop, a combat system, and a save feature. I even covered this level in my extremely popular video on influential levels. When this level came out, the level got rated Demon immediately because of the ridiculously hard boss fight at the end. The entire level was well made, and there was a lot of hype during the development of the level. There were even people, including myself, that thought this would revolutionize GD, but when it came out, people just stopped caring. Like, yes, there were some Let's Plays of Master Game coming from big Geometry Dash YouTubers, but that was the only recognition Master Game got from the community. After that, people just stopped caring about it. Number 8, Decode X. It was 1.9 when the original Decode came out and was considered to be an insane demon at the time because the wave was a new concept to everyone in the community. But of course people started to realize how easy Decode was. So 2.0 comes along and we get this level, Decode X. I know this level was released in early 2.0 when the community had to adapt to making good looking levels, but this level just looked ugly. While the original Decode for the most part had very original gameplay, Decode X copied Decode's original gameplay throughout the entire level. The entire level just looked poorly made, and the only place where I can praise this level is reminding me of the good 1.9 era of Geometry Dash. Number 7, Killbot. Killbot is an extreme memory demon created by Lithofusion and has this computer virus art theme. This level was super messy and detailed and flashed disturbing messages in red. Memory-based levels were huge in 1.9, but died out afterwards, so it was definitely relieving to see a new extreme memory demon. And I think we're all thinking the same thing about this level. What is even going on? It was Antares who first attempted to verify the level, but he super buffed it to make it possibly the #1 hardest level. This was the time when Killbot started to gain hype around the community, but Antares eventually gave up on the level and passed it to Boldstep, the king of reviving dead extreme demons. Boldstep spent 17,000 attempts on a super buff version, but then nerfed it because of how frustrating and inconsistent the level was, and he spent 11,000 more attempts on it after a 95% fail. The level was finally released, but it only got 11th place on the demons list. Number 6, Phobos. Phobos was an extreme 20-person mega collab and started being built in 1.9 and ended in early 2.0. This level was much harder than the hardest level at the time, Bloodbath. The problem arose when the team realized they didn't have anyone to verify the level, so most of the 20 creators attempted to verify it, but out of nowhere a player going by the name of Tigresek seemed to verify it out of nowhere, and the level was featured immediately. Of course, people were suspicious by the fact that Tigresek hacked the level. 2 months later, the level was deleted by RobTop, so fast forward 5 months later, and CrazyMan50 attempts the level, straight after he beat Conical Depression. The level itself ended up getting nerfed in some places, because there were some parts that were ridiculously difficult, and the level was below Bloodbath difficulty. This was still an impressive achievement for Crazy when it was verified, because he had thumb pain and spent 29,000 attempts verifying it. Number 5, Black Blizzard. Black Blizzard was a black-themed extreme demon made by CrazyMan50 that was known for its unique effects and timing-based gameplay. CrazyMan50 has always been known for being a super talented player and creator, so of course everyone expected big things. Crazy said that this level would be his best and hardest level ever, which it still was, but what the community cared about the most was the difficulty. People said that this level would be even harder than Yasugarasu, which was the #2 hardest at the time, but unfortunately a series of events caused by the community happened. First, people started creating effortless content surrounding Black Blizzard, most notably clickbait montages. Second, Crazy got hacked and the unnerfed Black Blizzard was leaked. And third, Crazy uses a song that was never used before in Geometry Dash. While this song was in all of his streams, Crazy decided to keep the song name a secret. Eventually, more and more people discovered the name of the song, and it was said on Crazy's streams all the time, and eventually Crazy banned these people, including myself. Sorry, Crazy. All of this caused Crazy to nerf the level down to Bloodbath difficulty, still difficult, but not Yasugarasu. When Crazy did beat it, it was placed right over Bloodbath. While it wasn't what people expected, it was still his best and hardest level, being harder than Phobos. Number 4, Yasugarasu. The idea of Yasugarasu was to basically one-up Bloodbath in every way and make a semi-impossible Red Hell themed mega collab for Riot to verify. This later became just as impossible, 3-minute level, but because Riot was playing the game less and experiencing finger pains, Riot dropped the level and passed it on to Serve. Serve made some decent progress on the level, but decided to drop it, and even decided to quit Geometry Dash, even though he returned shortly after. So the next logical verifier was Trusta. Trusta spent 5 months trying to beat the level, and even got a 95% fail on it. This was when Trusta decided to nerf Michigan and Funny Games parts, which he struggled with the most, and then verified it shortly after. It wasn't until the level was released when we found out how harsh the nerfs were. The original idea for Yasugarasu, again, was to make the number 1 demon, and this placed number 2, below Sonic Wave. Yasugarasu gained so much hype over these 5 months, so of course people thought Trusta ruined Yasugarasu. Now, Trusta occasionally makes jokes about this whole situation, and nerfing Yasugarasu has become a meme in the community. Number 3, Subsonic. Why does this exist? If you guys don't know, this level was supposed to be the last in a 4-part series, the Sonic series. We first have Supersonic and Ultrasonic both being made in 1.9 and being insane demons, and then we have Hypersonic, which completely broke the Sonic formula that the other two had, and had no resemblance to the other two. However, this level was well made and well designed, but after Hypersonic was released, Subsonic was immediately in the works. While this level came out of nowhere, this was just a level that no one cared about. Although this level was super difficult, there was nothing memorable about it. I know people criticize Hypersonic for being too different from the other two levels, but I feel like Subsonic was too similar to Hypersonic. It looked like a watered-down version of Hypersonic, only much faster pace. The whole level just blurs past you and there's nothing memorable about it. Number 2, Mystic. So about 2 years ago, Mega Man 9 started an all-USA mega collab called Valor, named after the worst Pokemon Go team. Although the level was all over the place, it was well decorated and well designed, and generally pretty memorable, and on October 2016 it was finally verified by CrazyMan50, giving it even more attention. After this, Crazy announced that Mystic, named after the best Pokemon Go team, was in the works. Fast forward 10 months from now, and we have N level verifying Mystic, a super difficult but poorly designed level. The whole idea of Valor was to make a USA mega collab, but that wasn't the case with Mystic. The theme was dark blue, but it looked pretty under-decorated and outdated because of how long the mega collab took to build. Even Crazy Man wasn't at his best, even though his was the most memorable part of the entire level. Pro players like Sonix also advised the community to not play the level because of how annoying it is. Crazy wasn't the one verifying it, and Level did, giving the level even less exposure. Overall, while this wasn't a really bad level, this level didn't meet the community's expectations at all. Number 1, Blade of Justice. The story behind Blade of Justice was really a sad one. Blade of Justice was planned to be Manic 648's and Laser Blitz's masterpiece, which it was, and it was supposed to be at around Bloodlust difficulty. When the level was built, redesigned, and then rebuilt, Dual Kiki was set to be the verifier. Keep in mind that this was when Blade of Justice was at a godlike difficulty, and there was a lot of hype around in the community. Eventually, Dual Kiki gave up because he was way too stressed, so Trusta tried to verify it a while after beat Yasugarasu. Trusta slightly nerfed the level and made some decent progress on this level, first making it to 23% and eventually making it to 45% as well, but then he just dropped the level to Sonix out of nowhere. He said he just didn't feel like practicing a certain level anymore, so he passed it on to Sonix. Sonix undone most of the nerfs that Trusta made and made it to 45%, but when Sonix played his level more and more, it made his computer lag more, even with low detail on, so he had to pass the level on to someone else. The level was then passed on to Temporum, named Akarn at the time, who did nothing, but then passed it on to Combine, who did nothing, and then passed it to Rico LP. At this point, the level lost hype and this level was dying. Rico LP made it to 54%, but spent it around 30,000 attempts. Rico LP knew he couldn't keep at it, so he asked Manix if he could nerf the level. While the level was nerfed, he only spent 2,000 more attempts and the level was finally verified. You can tell from Rico LP's reaction that he wasn't proud of what he's done, he was just relieved that it was over.
Oh my god. I don't really know what to say.
People thought that this was going to be around Subsonic or Sakupen Hell difficulty, but we were all wrong. This level was just below the difficulty of a bizarre phantasm. Still Extreme Demon, but lower end Extreme Demon. After only a few hours, Wushi999, one of the best players, became the first to beat Blade of Justice. Sonix also beat this level 3 days after the verification, and said it wasn't even challenging. And that is my summary on Blade of Justice. Pretty sad, but even more so disappointing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been 2 months since I released a top 10 list video, and I purposely did that because I wanted to make other content. I didn't want to be known for making only top 10s because that's not all I can make. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. I read all comments, and as always guys, this is GD Flaaroni signing out.